Hi, it's your favorite inconsistent YouTuber, Jay with a K, and I'm back with another video. And this is the first of the first. Well, it's not the first, because if you watch this video right here, this is another story time. But this story time happened in time happened in the freshman year. I'm going to sophomore, so this happened like I want to say between April and May. This is when this is happening, and I wasn't even friends with these people for that long. So for the sake of everybody, I'm using initials. It's currently like 3 o'clock in the morning, so I'm so tired. But I really want to get the story time out because the story time is funny. Well, it's not funny, haha. It's funny, weird. Cue TikTok.
Funny, yes, but not funny, haha. Funny, weird.
Anyways, so basically, alright. Let's say this all started with C. Well, actually, let me put a disclaimer. I'm uploading because I want to put my 2 cents into how I felt. Now, if you don't like my 2 cents, they're my 2 cents in the first place. So it's my opinion about how I felt on the situation, because I was caught up in a situation where I shouldn't have been in this situation. Me and my friend B, we shouldn't have been in a situation where we was in a situation that we shouldn't have been in. You know what I'm saying? So this all started with C. Now C is a very good friend of mine, so no C slander. Okay. Basically, what had happened was me and B, we've been friends since the second day of school. Okay. We like this, right? Okay. Me, B, and C became friends in like February of this year, right? February of this year, all right? And I want to say, okay, so this all started, let me get this going. So this all started because of the fact that C, people were talking about C all around school, and nobody like that. We were all like, nah. C was about to fight a couple people, but we're not gonna get into that. So obviously it was like over 2 weeks of built up anger, right? And we had this group chat. Big mistake. It was like 8 of us in this group chat. It was a very big mistake because of the fact, like, we're in high school. You cannot have big group chats or big friend groups in that, because most of the time it's fake. But we had one, right? Now, the reason why we had this big GC is because the fact we wanted to go see a movie, and we had to get everything planned and see who was going, whatever. So that's the only reason why we created this big GC on Instagram, right? Now, we went to go see Scream. After that, the GC should have been gone, but we thought it was cool, fun, and dandy to keep the GC, because you know we're friends or whatever. So we want to talk to each other all at one time. Let's talk to each other all at one time. So we kept the GC, right? So we went to go see Scream during spring break. So that was like the first week of April. This happened, if I'm not mistaken, 2 weeks after. So like 3rd, 4th week of April. So basically, like I said, everybody was going around talking about C for some reason. everybody mind their own business, not C's business, because that's C's business and not yours. Mind your business, okay? So me and B, we like the duo. We tight like this, like I said. And when me and B became friends with C, it was just like, okay, alright, we're friends. We automatically clicked. Automatically. I don't know what it was, but we automatically clicked. Okay? Me being C. Right? Now, after me, B, and C clicked, after that, I want to say a week or two after, we became friends with C's friends. Right? Right? Okay. We became friends with C's friends. And so what, and like I said, we went to the movies together. Now, after that, so everybody was talking about C in school for some reason, mind your business. And, well, not everybody, I don't want to say everybody, it was a certain person. And it was a whole bunch of stuff going on. That's a whole nother story time for a whole nother day, but not today, right? So, C was built up anger. So C caught me, started going on a rant, then hung up, right? And then C went on a rant in the GC, and basically was saying how we didn't notice stuff, but it wasn't me and B, because she literally said, oh, y'all didn't notice this, that, and the third after all this happened, except for B and C, and y'all supposed to be my best friends. Now, mind you, they've been friends since day one, except for, there's two M's, so except for MA, they've been friends for I want to say a good 2 months before me and B became friends with C and everybody else. So I'm like, why would you do that, right? And my mom, I'm like, okay, you can do your little rant, but you're not supposed to, when you go ranting and venting to people, you're not supposed to exclude people out, because then those people that were excluded got a target on their backs, and lo and behold, we had a target on our back, right? So basically went a rant, and we was trying to console her, and it wasn't working. Everything we said was wrong, and I'm just like, and then and she was like, don't send me a paragraph. I'm literally like, dude, that's what I do. I send paragraphs. When you go on a rant with me, I'm gonna send a paragraph. That's just what I do, right? So it was just like, okay. And then MA was trying to talk about it, trying to console her, and C just wasn't having it, because C was obviously caught up in her own mind, wasn't understanding what he's saying, and MA felt disrespected. So did MO, so did Y, so did P, okay? And so did T. Everybody in that group chat felt disrespected, and me and B are just sitting here and been like, first of all, B didn't even know what was going on until C called B, and then they added me to the call. That's a whole nother situation. But that whole thing, I was like, okay, so me and B, we hate to have no peace. We need peace, and we can move on with life. So we try to restore the justice with everybody else, okay? So MO is not the type of person to get mad easily, and C got MO mad, right? So C apologized to MO and also apologized to N, okay? MO and N are very close, okay? They're like this. You cannot see MO without N. That's just not how it rolls. So MO and N, they forgave C, right? Okay, whatever. But MA, no. MA is not the type of person to forgive and forget, okay? MA is not the type of person to do that. And I knew that. And so what me and B did, we tried to get a teacher to help us, but instead, like, the teacher kind of told them what was going on and not in the way we wanted to. So MA was already stopped talking to C, because MA is not the type of person to just sit there and be disrespected, and I respect that, because don't let nobody disrespect you. Protect your peace, girlie. But MA is not the type of person to be disrespected. So she stopped talking to C. Like, go ahead, all right. We tried to fix it didn't work. And then after me and B tried to fix it, what happened? MA stopped talking to us completely, like, just completely ignored us. And I only knew that the second day after she started doing it. I'm like, what's going on? And then Y and MA are best friends, okay? And T and MA are best friends too. So me and MA, we weren't close, because obviously I haven't known MA for that long, but like, we were getting to become friends. Like, we were acquaintances, and then we were getting to become friends, and then that whole situation just messed it up. But MA just completely stopped talking to us. Y already knew what me and B planned this whole thing in front of Y, and Y was like, she's not gonna want to see. And we was like, we gotta give it a try. We gave it a shot, and it didn't work. And so Y had stopped talking to us for like a month. It stopped talking to me, B, and C for like a month. And then out of nowhere, towards the end of school, Y just started being all cool with me and B. I'm like, oh, it's some like being cool. And C apologized to Y because they had a whole situation too. But C apologized to Y, and they were okay. They right now they're okay. I'm not like, I don't want to say they're best friends, but they're okay. What else happened? Oh, so T didn't really get like a hand in the situation. Like, T barely knew what was happening, but when she found out what was happening, it was like, oh, okay. But C, and then she started taking her distance with C, which I respect, but at the same time, my thing is, why do we have a big group chat? Group chats do not work. And when I say they don't work, I mean they don't work. They will never work. Big GCs like that, they won't work. Because I have a GC with 3 of my friends, and that's how we know it's going to work. Because there's only 3 people. But that big group chat had like 8, 9 people in there. So it was never going to work. It wasn't ever going to work. And then I was talking to P about it like a day or 2 after, and P was just like, well, yeah, I felt like a bad friend because I should have noticed, and this is P's word, I should have noticed, right? But at the same time, when's the last time she like said those things, the same thing she was complaining about? When's the last time she said it to me, right? And I got that because I don't know the last time. I don't know, but I'm not going into that. So that's what happened. It was a whole thing. Sometimes me and B, we still reminisce about that, because mind you, me and C are close, but me and B, I love that girl. Like, that's literally my twin. Like, even I have a twin, that's literally my twin. I can't imagine a world without, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's what happened. I wish it didn't. Honestly, I wish I was still friends with MA, because MA was a really cool calm and collected person. She's the type of person you want in your circle. Like, she'll support you in things that she knows is rational, but if it's irrational, she won't. Like, I do miss being friends with MA. I'm still cool with almost every single body except for MA. I don't know why. It's just not happening. I don't think it's gonna happen in sophomore year. I just wish we could have got it resolved. I think during the end of freshman year, she kind of let it go, but still wasn't talking to me and she was definitely not going to be talking to C. Like, that's just not happening. She was definitely not going to be talking to C. But me and B got caught in the middle of it. Honestly, we should not have been in that GC, to be honest. Because if we weren't in that GC, none of this would have happened. And I wish that it didn't happen, because I do miss being friends with and I'm friends with everybody else though. We cool, Gucci. I hope to get closer with the friends I got now, because those are really my bookies for real. I just wish that she would have went about she would have went about renting in a different way, because if she did and actually try to see the other people's side of the story, this would have never happened. I promise you it would never happen. And also thing, I wish people could communicate. Like, we're teenagers, we're 15 going on 16, and like, come on, like, you just gotta get your act together and talk it out. If you can't, like, you don't have to talk it out to the point where you're friends, but you can talk it out to the point where you're not, like, because at the same time, we're going to be in the school together for another 3 more years, including this year. So it's just like, get it together. You get what I'm saying? So guys, I hope you enjoy this story time. It is actually like 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm really tired. I know you can see it, and I got bags under my eyes. And when I wake up, I have to edit this video. So, yay. Thank you guys for watching. Do I know when this video is going out? Probably not, but I'm hoping by Friday. And back to school videos coming soon. Definitely coming soon. And y'all have not seen my new hair. You're not going to see that until the back to school videos come out, because I started my life journey, y'all. And I'm so excited for what the future may hold with me, my school, my friends, and yeah. So thank you guys for watching, and thank you guys for being a friend. You know, shout out to Betty White. Shout out to the Golden Girls. Those are really my homies for real. Even though that show came out way before I was born. Like, when I say way before I was born, I mean way before I was born. But yeah, thank you guys. I want to show y'all when I get my school supplies. The back to school haul is coming for the school supplies, and then the back to school haul for the clothes is coming too. Just to let you know, it's coming too. Okay. I don't know if I'm gonna be vlogging soon. Couldn't tell you, but I want to. And I want to start doing gaming videos too. Gaming videos are coming soon, I think, depending if I get a new webcam or not. But they should be coming soon, because what I look like not tapping into the gaming industry. Sorry for going on a rant. I always do this. So have fun. Live, love, laugh, prosper. Yeah. Bye, y'all.